want to know, like, before we get this party started, before I get in, I've got a slide deck for you guys. We are going in. We are going in extremely deep this evening. So if you are here, you are blessed. You are going to be blessed with abundance, and you are going to be blessed with feeling more confident when you sell. So on a scale from 1 to 10, 10, I can close anyone I talk to about anything, or 1, I am terrified of selling. Where are you at from 1 to 10? I love it. He says, the workbook, AKA the Bible. So worth it to be Marina's VIPs. I love you, babe. You're absolutely amazing. So where are you at? Hi, Mariska. What's up, cutie? Hi. So I want to know, where are you at? Okay. Brenda says, Joyce says 5. We've got Cheryl 9, Monique 9. These are my brand me on demand students. Look at them. They're like, okay, we got 1s, we've got 4s, we got 1.5s, we've got 7s, we've got 6s. That's okay. Keep going. Keep going. Let me see where you're at. I need to know this. So here's one of the things that I really want for you to get from the next 5 days with me. I want you to be at a 9 or higher, a 9 or higher. I'm going to let you be 1 point from a 10, but I want you to be at a 9 by the end of these 5 days. I'm going to guarantee that you're going to be at a 9. If you show up every single day for the next 5 days with me, you do the work, you let me rewire your brain, you let me into your world, you trust me, I can help you go from a 1 to a 9. I can help you go from a 5 to a 9. For those of you that are on VIP, you are going to be at a 10, a fired up freaking 10. Is that okay? Drop yes in the comment section if that's okay with you. So here's what I want. I want you to know that you are broke because you are choosing to be. I might have stung a little bit. I'm gonna let you sit on that for a second. You are broke because you are choosing to be. What if it was that simple? Would you believe me? Or do you think it's because you don't know enough? That's your broke. Do you think it's you don't have the skill set? That's why you're broke. You don't know enough people. That's why you're broke. Nobody wants to buy from you. That's why you're broke. None of that matters. None of that matters when you're selling. None of that matters. You want to know why? Because it's not about you. Hear what I just said. It's not about you. If you do nothing else during the next 5 days, if you can just realize that when you are selling, it's not about me. It doesn't matter if I'm broke. It doesn't matter if I have no money. It doesn't matter if I have no time. It doesn't matter if I want something. It doesn't matter because it's not about me. I want you all to drop a heart in the comment section if you hear me. If you hear me right now, it's not about you. It's really not. And everything that you do in sales, when you make it about you, you will lose. You will lose the sale. You will lose it. That should take some pressure off. So for those of you like, I don't have a college degree. I never went to business school. I don't have a lot of friends on Facebook. I don't have anybody that I would want to buy something from me. I have no network. Doesn't matter because it's not about you. So going into the next 5 days, I want you to remember that whenever doubt starts to seep into your head and you start to think, I can't do this. It's not about you. It's not about you. Oh my God, that's so much money. That's not for you to decide. That's not for you to decide. I need to rewire your stinking thinking. And that's what we're doing for the next 5 days. But I need a promise from you guys because I'm going to give you 1000% of me 5 days in a row. But if I'm showing up 5 days in a row and you're not, I don't lose. You do. So are you going to treat this like you paid $1 million for it and that you are going to be 1000% more confident in selling if you are here live every day? If you're like, I know I'm not going to be able to be here live, you better go VIP ASAP because Facebook deletes stuff. All right. Yeah, let's go. You guys, we're going to be presenting tonight. You guys got some friends. You're not going to be broke no more. You're going to make more money than your friends. Hey, I love it. Judy said, I told my family I am not available. Go away. I am not available. Yes. So I have notes. Like this is serious because to rewire, I really got to go deep with you. And you know what? I just want you to know, by the way, This was rewiring that I had to do for myself. This was rewiring that I had to do for myself. So I don't want you to think for a second that you're alone in this or that you're on an island all by yourself, because I was there. I was there. And there were so many little tweaks that I had to make. That was it. Little tweaks I had to make. But first it started here. So my goal is to help you to stop holding back. Stop worrying about competitors. I want you to charge your worth. Your worth is not your bank account. Your worth is not your skill set. Your worth has already been determined for you when you were put in your mommy's belly. You were promised abundance. But some of you have these hidden habits that keep smart, driven female entrepreneurs from making the money they deserve. And I want to help you transform that. Do I have your permission? Yes. All right, I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger over here. Let's grow. So one of the things that's keeping you broke is you constantly looking at competitors, looking at what others are doing, and you're glued to them. So maybe there's someone in your network marketing business and you're constantly like stalking that person, scrolling the launch, the price, their stories. And then you keep rewriting all of your stuff based on what that person's doing. For those of you that sell coaching, or you sell courses or digital courses, or you have a course you haven't even sold yet, you keep looking at other people's emails and their price and their copy and rewriting all of your stuff to match that competitor. That is keeping you broke. You have this idea that if I just do what she's doing, I'll succeed too. But here's the truth. It's messing with your creative flow, with the clarity in your brain. It's making your message fuzzy, not authentic. It's confusing potential clients, and it's slowing you down. Your creativity is basically hijacked. Do you understand that? You're hijacking it. So here's what's happening. Your unique perspective is getting buried under what worked for someone else, that competitor. Your audience is not connecting or finding the real you because there's this noise of borrowed voices. You can't even create momentum because you're pivoting every time you see your competitor do something else. So you're not moving forward with conviction. You're moving forward with comparison. You're selling someone else's certainty. You're not anchoring into your own. And guess what? Your dream clients, they know the difference. They can feel the difference. If I was to come on here, be another competitor, look like them, talk like them, act like them, tell their stories, just take their stuff and make it work for me, I guarantee every single one of you that have been following me since 2017 would know it wasn't my content, would know it wasn't me, because I am convicted behind the authority that I walk in. And that's what I want to do with all of you. That's what I want to do with you when it comes to you, pricing, selling. I want your dream clients to feel how planted and firm you are in your message. You need to anchor into your message. What does that mean? I like to use analogies because I need to hear things like a fifth grader sometimes. Just me. Pretend you got this ship, and I get seasick. So I don't even know why I use this as an example, but I like to use it because it's just easy to see, right? You're a captain of your own ship. If you continue to change the course or direction every time someone yells from the shore, are you ever going to reach your destination? Yes or no? No. But when you know exactly where you're going, you trust the map, the course, the direction, even if there's a storm, even if it gets loud, even if there's people screaming at you from all different angles. I'm talking about social media being loud. If you are planted, this is what I believe. This is what I help people with. And I'm not changing it just because someone else is saying something different. It's important to be planted. Drop the word planted. So how does it show up in your business? You're confident when you communicate. We're going to dive really deep into this in the next 5 days. How can you be confident when you communicate? Because when you talk about anything that you sell, anything that you offer, I don't care if it's an opportunity, if it's a high ticket mastermind, if it's just a $27 course. If you are second guessing every single word, every price point, every promise you make, you are not communicating with confidence. Does that make sense? You need to have confident communication, no matter where it is. whether it's on your emails, whether it's on your social media, whether it's a live, whether it's a masterclass, whether you're one-on-one with someone, whether you're having an event like I just had on Saturday with 50 plus people in the room. You have to be consistent with your sharing. It's okay if you aren't consistent right now, but I'm telling you that if you don't start getting consistent, and I mean like obnoxiously consistent, your habit is going to be keeping you broke. The little habits are going to keep you broke. So how will this show up in your business when you're confident, when you're on track, when you're on the map? You keep showing up with your message, even if no one claps. You know, I was literally so nervous about my event. I'm going to come back up here for a minute because I want to share this with you guys because I think it's important to know. I was so nervous about my event. I've been doing this business. I've been doing network marketing. I've had an 8-figure brand since 2020. And I still get nervous when I do events. I still get nervous. And I started to think in my head, like, okay, what if only 5 people show up? You're supposed to have 80, but what if only 5 people show up? What if only 3 people show up? What if? I started to make it about me. And I legit was like, wait a minute. Oh, no. I had to identify that and know that I was making it about me. And whoever shows up in the room, that's who I'm serving. I had to switch that energy. I had to shift the perspective. I had to stop making it about me. And some of you are not planted because you're still making it about you. Now, what if I wasn't consistent on inviting and talking about the event and I wasn't confident in my communication? That would affect how many people showed up or if anyone showed up. Yes or yes? Now let's talk about the magnetic belief. I believe in what I do. I believe that if you come to me with no brand, no message, no business, I can help you in less than 1 hour, completely map that out from start to finish. That I can show you within 6 months how to start getting out there, building an email list, making money, having Stripe money show up in your bank account, have money show up while you sleep, and I can help you make it so freaking unique you sound like no one else. That's my magic. You don't know your magic. Your magic is going to be that magnetic belief. Who do you help? How do you help them? And is it just because you want to make a buck, or is it yes, because I know that I truly can help this person go from no brand to messy to millions? I know it. I've done it. I've seen it. And I knew it before I did it. That's the key. I knew it before I did it. All right, let's keep this party going because I'm really going to give it to you guys tonight, okay? This is a lesson. It's so funny. I was like, can I have a kid example? And here is this lemonade stand lesson. So here's what I want you to picture, okay? You're anchored in your message has to be so strong. So here's an example. You have a lemonade stand. It's all about no sugar added, right? You're anchored into your message. It means you proudly tell people, this is healthy lemonade and it tastes amazing. Now, just because you see down the street, there's a lemonade stand that has sugar out the rear end and has people waiting in line, does it mean that you change, and because kids complain that it's not sweet enough, that you're now going to flip your sign to extra sugar? Think about that for a second. Are you now going to flip your sign to extra sugar? If you do, that means one thing. You don't believe in your product. You don't believe in your offer. You are not anchored into your message. And then so you change the sign. You change the sign because someone complained, or you didn't get anybody to pay attention, or nobody liked that post, or nobody shared it. And that perfect person that is waiting for your lemonade with no sugar walks by you, but you just changed your sign to extra sugar and they walk right past you. You keep changing your anchored message, and your dream clients are walking right by you, scrolling right by you, because you don't have the patience or the belief or the conviction in what you're offering. This invisible belief that you guys have is insane. And I know because I had it. This invisible belief is sabotaging your success. How many of you have said this before? Why would someone choose me when there are already 20 women doing what I do and doing it better? This exact invisible belief is driving you to watch, copy, tweak, second guess, and shrink. It's that whisper. It keeps you small. It's the fear that keeps you scrolling instead of selling. Here's what the most magnetic healers, that is my community of healers. We make money and we heal at the same time. HEELERS, because my brand is Moms and Heals. Here's what we do as magnetic healers. We don't waste time trying to sound like that other person, that her, because we're so busy being ourselves. That's what draws our dream clients in like a magnet. Do you understand? You can't create moments of aha. You can't create moments of me too moments that truly emotionally connect if you're copying other people. Copying other people is only going to get you so far. If you don't know your micro niche, your story, who you help and how you help them, you're just going to be selling everybody else's product for the rest of your life and never have control over your bank account. This invisible belief is sabotaging your success. Whew, that's fire right there. So what do your dream clients really want? They don't want a copy of what someone else is doing. They're not scrolling for perfect. They're looking for who can help me, who can literally give me what I need to get 10% more, to get 10% more happiness. They're not scrolling for the perfect coach. They're scrolling for you because you have the tone they want. You have the voice they want. You have the unique lens. Your style of leadership is different. You're more hands-on than these other big people out there. You actually give time. You actually spend time with them, getting to know them. They want to know that the woman, you as the woman, are brave enough to stand in your truth, that you're not morphing to match everyone else's frequency. Did you hear what I just said? You are not morphing to match anyone else's frequency because you have your own frequency. You have your own magnetic gift that just literally you wake up and it starts to woof, 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 woof. You put your feet on the floor and Satan is terrified because they know that you're going to help one more woman be 10% better, 10% happier. Woof, woof, woof. You talk to one woman and all of a sudden you've got 10 in front of you. Woof, woof, woof. Do you understand what I'm saying? Let me tell you how powerful this is. Let me tell you how powerful this frequency is. This alignment is. This energy magnetic is. We had a woman that invited one specific woman to this event on Saturday. Woof, woof, woof. Got her in the room where the frequencies were high. Woof, woof, woof. This one woman just had me on a Zoom with 11 humans. 11 humans. Woof, woof, woof. And I can't tell you anything else, but just know this. That brave woman who stood in her truth and invited has just changed the frequency of her business because she stood in conviction. She didn't copy anyone else. She stood in her power. Your people don't want a carbon copy. You hear me? They don't want a carbon copy. So this is the authenticity revolution. Buyers say authenticity matters more than brand polish when choosing a coach or service provider. The data doesn't lie. Your imperfect, authentic voice will beat a polished perfection every single time. So stop trying to be her. Stop trying to be perfect. You know what? Let me just tell you how ridiculously hideous my first live video was, my first training, my first course, my first event, my first live video. Everything that I did in the beginning was not perfect, but you know what? I was anchored. I was planted. I walked in that authority and nobody cared what it looked like. They just knew that they felt different when they were around me. They knew that I was going to be the one that pushed them to the next level. They were tired of literally hearing the same thing over and over again from every other coach out there. They knew that I would spend the time with them. I would get to know them. I would dig in deep, and that I have this gift to activate versions of themselves they didn't even know that existed. This is the kind of conviction I want to see in each and every single one of you. Every single one of you. Authenticity does matter. It matters more than you think. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to do a little bit of an exercise. We're not going to be able to do it on together because obviously, right, we're on this live together, but this is a part of your homework. I want you to audit your content voice. So this is what you're going to do. You're going to pull up your last 5 pieces of content, Instagram, Facebook, wherever. And I want you to look at them and read them. And I want you to ask yourself these questions, okay? 1, were these written in your authentic voice? Were they written in your authentic voice? Or did you go to ChatGPT and tell ChatGPT to just make a post for you? Some of y'all need to open the Bible and stop opening ChatGPT. You'll get better content from there. Just going to say it, okay? So ask yourself, your last 5 posts, was it written in authenticity? Was it written in your voice? Or were you being really super polished and trying to be professional? I'm going to teach you how to level up your language in your posts. We're going to talk about that. Do you feel like your posts are a blend of a bunch of people you follow and admire, and it's not you? Ask yourself that question. When you read your posts, can you hear your personality coming through? I remember one of my coaches was like, listen, you say boo thang all the time, and you use some slang words, and I think you need to be a little more professional. And, I wouldn't use that word. Don't use slay. You could hurt someone's feelings. And obviously it was a man that was coaching me. But here's what I know. I didn't listen to any of those coaches who told me to not use the word slay, to stop using boo thing. I didn't listen to any of them because that was my authentic language. And I'm not for everyone. And I was okay with that. But I knew that if my best friend read my email, read my post, watched my live, they could say, that is the Marina I know. She's an elevated version. Her frequency's off the chain, but she's still Marina. She just tapped into a higher level of herself. And so this is what I want you to do. I want you to not use ChatGPT, to not use online. Don't look at anybody else's posts. And I want you to write 1 post without checking Instagram or your email when you wake up tomorrow, just you, your truth, and think about 1 specific client that you want to help. Some of you are like, I'm not going to know what to write. I don't care. I need you to do this. I need you to do this. I don't care if there's AI. If you don't feel good and you don't feel convicted behind who you are, what you offer, anchored in your message, it doesn't matter. Every AI thing on the planet ain't going to work for you. I need you to sit down and write. People are like, you want me to what? I want you to write. Everybody drop the word write in the comment section. WRITE, write, write. Yeah, it's important. Listen, copywriters, they're not getting replaced. I can promise you that. Learning how to write, and I don't mean like perfect English and you got to know where your periods go and where the exclamation point goes. No, I don't know none of that. I do know it, Mom. I do know it, Mom. My mom's a principal, so I know it, Mom. But that doesn't mean I use it. Do you see these nails? Hold up. Do you see these nails? You should see me texting. You should see me texting. I do lots of like spaces. I do the ... Like, I'm not perfect. I need you to do this exercise though. We're going to strengthen the skill set so you feel even more confident. You got to feel more confident. For those of you that are VIP, I help you with that inside the VIP book if you haven't looked. So if you go in here, you look at page, let me see. Page 4, when we go over your voice and your power and the pre-call confidence ritual script, that's massive. And then my brag-worthy business routine. Like, I can't get through my day without this. I got like checklists and all that in there for you. Like, I'm dead serious for those of you that are VIP. You want to make sure you print this out. We actually have in the Telegram chat too, where you can print this out. I think I paid like $14 to have this printed out, just an FYI, and delivered to my house. I don't waste my toner. I found a company that actually does it and ships it right to your house, which is amazing. So we put that in the Telegram chat. Okay, let me keep going. Sorry. I gotta keep this rolling. Okay, now let's talk about why you're pricing yourself out. Where this shows up. So you're on a sales call. Let's just say you're talking to a prospect that's interested, right? You're so excited. You've literally given them everything. How many of you have done this before? You're like, I was on there for literally like an hour and 20 minutes on the Zoom. Hour and 20 minutes. I was on the Zoom. Oh my gosh. I can't believe she didn't buy. I gave her absolutely everything I possibly could have think of to help her have like this incredible transformation. But when it came for you, when it came time for you to talk about the investment, you started to say things like, well, the reason it's this much is, or I know it might sound like a lot, but you literally outsell yourself. You outsell them. Because you're what you're doing is you're telling them you're not worth it. You're like frantic. You're like, well, you're not confident in your pricing. You're freaking out. And then some of you are charging not enough. And you think if you charge more, people are going to walk away from you. But what's really happening is the exact opposite of what you want. Do you understand that? Let me show you what I mean. Let me show you what happens. Let me show you what happens when you do this. Here's the real cost of underpricing. And I learned this the hard way. When you look at your pricing and you're like, okay, this is like, I want to keep it low because, I know a lot of people don't have money. So I'm going to keep this at like $6, $7, or I'm going to do it for free. And then after I work with them for free, then I'm going to charge them. What are you doing? You're working with clients who are draining your time and they need constant convincing and they ghost you after a discovery call. Because you know why? They're price sensitive leads. They wouldn't even dare to click if they knew it was an investment instead of a cost. Now, you're also going to attract people who overwork you. So maybe there's people that will pay for you, but they're going to overwork you. This could be recruiting. This could be selling your own coaching business. This could be in real estate, any of this. This applies to any business when you're selling. This applies to any business. I can make this work in any scenario. Are you a realtor who is constantly showing 50,000 houses in person to the one lead that you have because you're afraid if you don't, they won't buy from you? But what's really happening is you're working twice as hard for half the money, building resentment towards your business. You're under earning and overworking, and that's an energy drain. So that's why you have low investment clients show up. They're less committed, less engaged, less likely to get results. Do you see what happens when you underprice? Some of you are like, really? Yes. Some of you, if you doubled your price and you postured and were planted, your profits would increase. Some of you, it's that easy. And you just don't know it. Let's keep going. The fear behind the whispered price. If I raise my prices, no one will buy. I'll scare people off. What if they think I'm greedy or full of myself? Drop the word greed in the comments if this has been you before. Let me get my face out of here so you guys can see the whole thing. Drop the word greedy if you're like, I have felt this way before. People are going to walk away. They're not going to want to work with me. This is when the people ask for payment plans. Your fear is attracting clients who ask for discount. That fear of greed is attracting clients who ask for discount. If you have people that are dragging their feet through your programs, that's because of this fear. If you have clients that blame you for the lack of results, that's because you had the fear frequency on. You had the fear frequency on. You weren't anchored and planted. That's why your business feels like such a struggle. That makes sense? So what's premium pricing? Premium pricing. Y'all, how the heck, let me come up here really quick. How the heck can there be a paper clip at Tiffany's that they sell for $200 and something? I don't even know. It's insane. And then you can have a paper clip where you can buy like 100 of them for like $1 from Staples. Why would someone pay over $200 for a paper clip when they can have 100 of them for $1? Why? Because premium clients are attracted to the Tiffany's paper clip. They're energetically invested in the look, the feel of the way that the premium pricing was presented. Premium pricing repels the discount asking and attracts the premium client. You understand? Some of you are like mind blown right now. Let's keep going. You guys are like, I can't sell high ticket. If I have to sell something that's over $100, all my people are broke. That's that fear in your head. High ticket buyers are 5 times more likely to complete and recommend a program than those that are under $500. How many of you have something you're selling for under $500? You need to sell something for over $1,500, $2,000, $2,500. Inside of my Brand Me On Demand program, we teach you how to map out a $2,500 offer in less than 1 hour. We have the templates for you to build out your offer. Here's what's really clear. When people invest more, they engage more. They get better results. They become your biggest advocates. Premium pricing is not just about the money. It's about the experience. So those that are in VIP with me are in VIP because of the experience they get with it. Those Brand Me On Demand students, the students that want me to brand them from start to finish, the reason they chose to work with me for 12 months inside of Brand Me On Demand is because of the experience they get with me. You have an experience that you can offer just like I do. I promise you. So here's your assignment. Your assignment, okay, so we've got 2 homework assignments so far. This is your second homework assignment. I want you to practice saying your new premium price out loud until you can say it with 0 flinch, 0 apology, and 0 justification. I want you to stand in front of a mirror. Let me make this bigger for you. And I want you to look at yourself in the eyes. And I want you to say your price with the same confidence you say your name. Marina Simone, $10,000. It is $10,000 to work with me and Brand Me On Demand for 12 months. This isn't arrogance. It's owning the value. I know what I've created in there. I know that we have students that made $1,000 in their first 14 days being inside this program. I know that Monique has created her sales call that is perfected down to a T, that I guarantee if she gets 10 people on it, she will close 8 people because of what we've created inside of Brand Me On Demand. Yes, premium pricing works in network marketing. Absolutely. I want you to be able to say it, see it, feel it, believe it. Someone said, Marina, but my offer is $50,000. Awesome. Say it. Then I want you to write a DM pitch using your new rate. For those of you that are in VIP, I have all of this. All of the exercises that are in here to help you go through this. I want you to notice, where is your voice wavering in your DM? Where is your voice wavering? Where do you add like the doubt disclaimers? They're called doubt disclaimers, where it's like, okay, don't worry, I offer a payment plan. That's a doubt disclaimer. I know you might not have the money, but that's a doubt disclaimer. Where do you have doubt disclaimers that are showing up over and over and over and over again? Where are they in your pitches? Listen, I'm going to know who did the homework and who didn't by tomorrow night, just so we know. I don't want your confidence to keep you broke. We've got to shift it. We've got to do the work. We've got to build it in. Your confidence is keeping you broke. You're still editing like your freebie for the 15th time. The freebie that you've changed a million times. I know I'm literally talking to all of you right now. You're like, I created a freebie and then I created a page. And then I redid the freebie, and then I redid the PDF, and then I have to redo the video because you're waiting for like some feeling, some cosmic confirmation to be like, now it's ready. No, this is the myth that's keeping all of you stuck. Once I feel more confident, then I'll sell. No, it doesn't fall from the sky. It's something you build. It's something you compound. It's something you stack. Wins. Practice, consistency. Yeah. Christine says, I just want to share. I've redone my freebie 100 times and still not released it. I'm proud of you for admitting that. That's why I said it, because I know most of you are doing it. I know my clients. I know my students. I know. It's all right. We're going to fix it. So here's what's really happening. You're using the waiting game as a safety mechanism because you're terrified of this potential rejection. Ugh. Here's what I will tell you. I get rejected every single day, literally every single day in my DMs. Is it about me? Drop a 1 if it's about me. Drop a 2 if it's not about me. It's not about me. So if I get 50,000 freaking no's in a day, does that mean I stop? No, because it's not about me. So you've got this safety mechanism of this fear of rejection and this fear of people telling you no. But we already said in the very beginning of this, it is not about you, boo. It is not about you. You're making it about you and it's not about you. You got to go back. You got to identify, wow, I'm making it about me again. Hell no. Slap that out of you. Move on. The fear of safety. Get out of it. I just need to get out of this funk. Some of you are been in a funk for a hot minute. You know when you're not on a funk anymore, when you start helping other people, you start serving other people, and you stop making it about you. Depressed people are just people that are broke and don't want to stop being broke and broken and don't serve. They're always complaining. They're always confused. They're always sad. They're always looking for who hurt them and how that person hurt them. Open the Bible. Just get step into the authority. Let's use those gifts and let's get out there and serve the world. I'm sweating. This Gucci jacket is going to be drenched by the end of this because I am literally giving it to you tonight. Your confidence is low. It's because your reps are low. What do I mean by that? It means you're not doing enough. You're not out there talking to enough people. You're not getting rejected enough. That's why. Low reps, not low confidence. You're delaying action. You're pushing off the sales activities because you're going to get ready. The doubt, disclaimers, they're getting louder. The longer you wait, the louder it's going to become. And then that muscle of not giving a shit, it's going to stay weak because you're still going to be, it's about me. It's all about me. Oh my God, my feelings are so hurt. She told me I'm too expensive. Oh my God, she told me that was a pyramid thing. Oh my God, it's a pyramid scheme. Nobody wants to buy my product. Oh, she said the product tastes like crap. Oh, she didn't get results from my freebie. It's all about you. This isn't about you. When you are planted, you serve. When you are anchored in your message, you serve. You are convicted in it. You are not weak. We are going to strengthen those muscles. So what does this look like in your business? If you're waiting to feel ready, you probably got your voice wobbling when you say your price. You stay stuck tweaking like we were talking about. You avoid pitching high ticket. How many of you avoid pitching high ticket? Drop me in the comments. Here's what you need to know. I wrote a book called Messy to Millions. You can get it on Amazon, or if you want it signed, you can get it from me. You can just go to messytomillions.com. But I wrote this, and I remember as I was writing it, being like, this ain't gonna be perfect. This is gonna be a hot mess. Okay, Marina on Demand, which is my AI bot, by the way, my AI bestie, she helped me write this in 72 hours, along with my mushroom drink. Okay. But here's what happened. I didn't obsess over it. I didn't obsess over the wrong word being used. I didn't obsess over any of that. I just knew exactly whose hand I wanted this book to get into. I didn't know how it was going to happen. I don't know how it was going to happen. I didn't know if people were going to buy this. I had no idea. I knew exactly who it was for, how it was going to serve them, and I wanted it in prisons. Women prisons. I didn't know how it was going to get in there. Here's the power of frequency. Here's the power of being magnetic. Here's the power of stepping and walking in that authority. Here's the power of being convicted. 3 challenges ago, there was a woman who asked me, hey, is there any way I can get multiple copies of your book? And I said, sure. Why? She said, I work at a correctional facility and there are women that are in there that I think could really benefit from your book. A year after I wrote it, I stayed planted. I kept sharing the message. I stayed convicted. I didn't sway or change because maybe my book didn't sell as fast as somebody else's. I stayed planted, postured, and now the profit pours in insanely. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little emotional on this, and just the gratitude that I have. Like the gratitude that I have every day, and all the glory goes to God. Just FYI, all the glory goes to him. This is gifts. I have gifts that he has given me that I'm just using, and I'm not questioning it. I'm not questioning it. Stop questioning it. Stop questioning your gifts. Stop trying to find a reason for it to work, and just do it. And you will be blessed. You will find that abundance. I can't tell you when because it's not my timing, it's his timing, but I can tell you that it is promised. Stop waiting for the perfect answer or waiting for the perfect thing or perfect person or perfect whatever. Walk in it now. There are people that are out there making money, taking money. I'm not even gonna say making, taking money from people, and they don't have half of your gifts or care about these people. Do you care about other people? Drop the word care in the comments. If you truly care, you're like, Marina, I want to make money, but I really care about people. Then you are the perfect person to serve and get paid for it. Every day I wake up and say, who can I serve and where's my money? Who can I serve and where's my money? Every freaking day. woof, woof. I want the frequency. I want to be what I'm anchored in, my message, my gifts being planted. I want to be magnetic. Woof, woof, woof. I don't want to change my sign from no sugar added to extra sugar just because Sally down the road said she made $100,000 in her Stripe because this is what she said. Because that's not my message. I'm not anchored in what Sally said. I don't care what Sally sells. Sally sucks. She's not me. I am unique. I am gifted. I am loved. I am worthy. I am enough. I was chosen. And so are you. How do I know? Because if you haven't read my book, I was a hot mess. Who would have thunked it? Who would have thunked it? Who would have thunked it? VIPs, right after this, we'll be getting on the Zoom. Right after this, we'll be getting on the Zoom, VIPs. So here we go. Action takers. Action takers convert 3 times higher than the waiters. It's kind of like a no-brainer, yeah? Your buyer is going to respond to your certainty, not your perfection. Your certainty is built while you're doing, not before you start. The magic happens in the messy middle, not in the perfect preparation. Move before you're ready. I want you to set a timer for 10 minutes. Okay, screenshot this. I want you to set a timer for 10 minutes. I'm gonna get out of the way so you can screenshot it. I want you to record a 1-minute voice note pitching your offer as if the client already said yes. No editing, no deleting, no overthinking. Play it back and ask yourself, did I sound certain? Where did I pull back? Where did I add the doubt disclaimers? What felt good and powerful in my body? Your goal is to build the confidence in the pitch, not wait for the confidence to pitch. Understood? So copying successful people is going to keep you unsuccessful. You've downloaded her funnel, her freebie, you studied her launch timeline, analyzed her stuff, you even bought her course to see what's behind the curtain. And now you're wondering why it doesn't feel like you. If it worked for her, it'll work for me. No, you are Frankensteining your brand and people can feel the disconnect. You're not lazy, but stop copying and pasting because it's not going to give you the traction you're looking for. You're creating a shell with no soul behind it. And your audience can feel it. Your polished content is not converting. Your ChatGPT content is not converting. Your posts sound like professional and they don't generate any engagement. Your messaging is confusing. You keep recreating stuff and it's not working. You know, you launch mini courses for $27 because everyone tells you you can become a millionaire off of a $27 course. They're lying. Just telling you the truth. You have an advantage. You know that if you are authentic, you have an advantage. They're not buying your information. Your dream client is buying your energy, your certainty, your unique perspective of the problem that they're facing. So ask yourself, did I write this from a personal belief or borrowed phrasing? Could someone else post this and it would still sound exactly like them? Where in this message did I hide instead of standing firm? Rewrite it. Be bold. Be clear. Be unapologetically you and planted. I need you to strip everything you've built. And I need you to ask yourself, is this my language or did I borrow it? Does this reflect my voice and my personality? Is it authentically me? Your conviction will convert louder than strategy ever could. So stop selling like her. Start standing like you. Start selling like you. You got some homework. You got some homework.